Fox Sports.
We are Blackmore. We are Arizona.
We are galloping toward the finish line as August is soon to turn into September. But first things first, we've got to complete this homestand. And the Diamondbacks back home here at Chase Field tonight, where they'll take on NL West San Diego Padres. Hi, everybody. Along with Luis Gonzalez, I'm Greg Schulte. The Diamondbacks coming off that big doubleheader victory over Miami on Wednesday, yesterday an off day. And now they'll turn their attention tonight to the Padres. And the rookie left-hander, Patrick Corbin, gets the ball, Gonzo, and he's been very good, especially over his last four.
Yeah, he really has. The future is now for Patrick Corbin. His last four starts, 3-0, 2.77. He has been attacking the strike zone, and that's what's made him effective.
Very good athletically and has helped himself a little bit with the bat this year. Also good defensively. And he'll take the ball for the Diamondbacks tonight and try and tame this San Diego ball club, which is playing a lot better baseball since the month of July. They've gone 27-20, and they are rocking and rolling here in August.
Yeah, this is a team in the West that you have to be very careful of. They love to run a 12-9 record. They've been playing very well as of late.
So the Padres and the Diamondbacks getting ready to start here tonight, and a couple of hot hitters on both these ball clubs. First for the San Diego Padres, we talk about Chase Headley, very good on the road.
Yeah, Chase Headley's a guy, he was rumored in a lot of trades right at the trade deadline, didn't get dealt anywhere, and he's picked up the pace for this Padres team.
And it was a year ago on this very date when Kevin Towers pulled off a trade with the Toronto Blue Jays and picked up a couple of players, John McDonald and this guy, Aaron Hill, has been sensational.
Yeah, Aaron Hill has been the steady Eddie for our ball club. 339 batting average. He's been doing it all defensively and offensively.
So Headley and Hill, the Padres and the Diamondbacks about ready to go here. And when we come back, Jody Jackson will take a look at a couple of young left-handers who pitched in that doubleheader. It's a rookie revolution. Tyler Skaggs and Wade Miley. We've got it all coming up for you. Stay with us here on a Friday night in downtown Phoenix. By AT&T, the nation's largest 4G network. AT&T, rethink possible. McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Well, the young left-hander Patrick Corbin on the mound tonight as the Diamondbacks start at a 3-game weekend set with the San Diego Padres on this Friday evening. Hi, everybody. Jody Jackson with you just outside the Diamondbacks dugout. And how about two other young left-handers in this rotation that got the job done on Wednesday in the first ever doubleheader here at Chase Field? When you're talking about a doubleheader, as David Hernandez joked with me, we'd love to see 2 complete game shutouts. Well, that didn't happen, but it was close. Very effective. Tyler Skaggs, in his major league debut, got the victory, went 6 2/3. He gave up a 2-run home run, but after that, he only gave up 1 hit. The young man very composed in his first outing. Then Wade Miley comes on for the night game, and he goes 8 innings, further helping that bullpen out as J.J. Pitts was able to come on and get the save. But Wade Miley improving to 14 and 8 on the season. Certainly a candidate, as he has been all year, for National League Rookie of the Year, maybe even a front runner. And so tonight it will be Patrick Corbin trying to pick up where those two young lefties left off as the D-backs get set to take on the Padres. NL West rival San Diego in town. Last time they were here, the Diamondbacks didn't fare so well. D-backs looking for revenge this time around. Stay with us. We've got your first pitch next here on Fox Sports Arizona.
Gerardo Parra, he's heading out to right field tonight. Let's take a look at the skipper of the San Diego Padres. Bud Black done a very good job with this ball club. They've really played well since July 1st. 6th season as their skipper. Let's take a look at his lineup as he is put out there tonight. Denorvia, Forsythe, and Headley. Quite the former D-back bench cleanup. Yasmani Grandal, Yonder Alonso, a couple of the kids in this lineup. Maben Cabrera, and the lefty Stoltz. At Arizona, 4 D-back starting pitcher, Gons, is none other than Patrick Corbin. And we mentioned he's been very good over his last 4 starts, trying to continue the trend here of these rookie southpaws.
Yeah, he really has, and he's gotten a lot better with his curveball. He worked on that a lot in AAA, and now he is up here. He's just attacking the strike zone with a fastball. Occasionally he throws a changeup, but his fastball, curveball are his main pitches.
So the Diamondbacks, after completing that doubleheader sweep, and those are the 2 guys who got the wins, Skaggs and Miley, and beating the Marlins. In the doubleheader, first ever doubleheader at Chase Field on Wednesday. And here we we go, set for a night of baseball a Friday evening. Let's take a look at the defense beyond Patrick Corbin tonight. Kubo, Young, and Parr. Upton's still not in there. That hamstring's still a little tender. Johnson at third, Elmore at short, Hill at second, Goldschmidt at first, and Montero catching Corbin. There's Parr out in right field again. Upton, I talked to Justin, said he's feeling better, but going to get at least one more night here. As that hamstring tightened up in that series with Miami. Chris Denorpia leads it off, and the first pitch is in there for a strike, and we're underway. 96 outdoors, 78 indoors, with the roof and the panels closed here in the downtown Phoenix area tonight. Swing and a miss.
Well, what an act to follow here for Corbin after the way the other two lefties thrown our two dominant guys. There you see them both, Skaggs and Miley, and just an exciting time for the Diamondbacks, just knowing that these three young left-handers are here in the future.
It's down low. Montero gets a new baseball from the home plate umpire, Angel Campos. And Charles Nagy has to be pleased with what he's seen of the youngsters, especially Miley, who's now won 14 this year. High and tight to Denorpia.
And when you got young pitchers like that, they can make a pitching coach look really good. That's Leo Mazzoni with the Atlanta Braves when he had those guys down there with Smoltz, Glavine, Avery. Maddox.
So full count now here on Denorpia after Corbin got ahead of him 0-2. And a ground ball back up the middle. Hill can't get it on into center field, a base hit. So Denorpia, who has made a living out of hitting Diamondback pitching, starts the ball game with a single back up the middle.
Second baseman.
Now Logan.
There's a base hit right up the middle. Got a fastball out over the outer half and just out of the reach of Hill.
Denorpia came into this ball game hitting .363 lifetime against the Diamondbacks. Okay, he's on base. There's Logan Forsythe. There's second baseman. Corbin's going to have to do a good job tonight at trying to shut down the running game of the Padres. They get out and they get after it.
Well, they really do. They like to run. They like to put a lot of pressure on the defense.
And that's how they've had to play the last few years in particular. Let's take a look at our key to the game, brought to you by Kia Motors. There you go, Gons. What you got? Stay focused.
Stay focused. That means he's got to relax and know that these guys are going to run. They're second in the major leagues in stolen bases with 113. The key to the game for the Padres is to try to put pressure on the young pitcher. And there you see 121 bases for the Marlins, and the Padres are right behind them.
Those are the top two in the major leagues, not just the National League. And Denorpia himself has swiped 9. He started this ball game with a single back up the middle. Miley is, or excuse me, Corbin has got ahead of Logan Forsythe here. I'm just thinking about Miley as a rookie of the year right now, I guess. The way he's been pitching. That's line caught. What a play by Goldschmidt. Outstanding defensive work by Paul Goldschmidt, who took probably a double away from Logan Forsythe and ended up getting a double play.
Boy, nice inside out swing. Great play by Goldschmidt to make the dive and play back over to first base.
Wow.
And as a base runner, there's nothing you can do there. You know you're pretty much dead to rights. Nice play by Goldie just to block the line to avoid Denorpia getting back to first base.
What a sensational defensive play by Goldschmidt to help out Patrick Corbin. And 2 outs now. That base runner erased, and that's good news with this guy at the plate, Chase Headley.
Well, you talk about a game of inches. That's inches from being second and third situation right there.
That's off the end of the bat right to Goldschmidt. And that'll end the inning with Paul Goldschmidt. I mean, he made an absolutely terrific defensive play. The leap, the grab, and the tag. Padres shut down in the first. Goldschmidt after that defensive play. He'll hopefully bat this inning. He's in the cleanup spot. We take a look at the Diamondback dugout. And let's take a look at the Monsters starting lineup. Young in the leadoff spot. Hill, Kubel, Goldschmidt, Montero, Johnson, Parra, Elmore, and Corbin. We'll be facing the left-hander for the Padres, Eric Stoltz. 3-2, 306. He's given up only 5 home runs, but 3 of those given up in one game to the Diamondbacks.
When he likes to throw a lot of cutters and sliders inside to those right-handed hitters. Stays away on the lefties with a fastball.
2-0 on Chris Young. He's been with the Dodgers, Rockies, White Sox, now the Padres, Eric Stoltz. There's a strike.
Well, CY's been kind of on a roll since we left Houston. Hitting .346.9 for his last 26. So like to see that trend continue here in this homestand.
And a line drive off the glove of Headley. He might be hurt. Cabrera can't make a play. It looked like that got the wrist area of Headley, and he drops the glove. And he's in some pain out there at third base.
Well, that was just a rocket right off of the wrist of Headley.
Oh boy, that got him good. You can see right there, he didn't even make any attempt to look for the baseball. With the velocity of that ball that it's coming at him there, I mean, that looked like a game square on. Boy, the importance of hands and wrist.
Yeah, and, you know, and Greg, most position players now, they don't wear the glove completely on their hand. It's kind of slidden off, so their palm is almost sticking out most of the time. They try to get that extra inch or two off their glove. So here you see him jump for the ball. See his palm sticking out of the glove? A lot of those guys, they like to wear their glove tight, but they don't put it completely on their hand.
The reason being?
Just to get that extra inch or two when you're fielding ground balls. And players think they have more flexibility with their glove and going for balls in the hole or in the gap. You see him there, how he's holding it. See, the glove is halfway off his hand. I bet he wished he had it all on his hand after that last swing.
Doesn't look like he's going to change it, though. He says he's okay. He's going to stay in the ball game. Young will get a base hit here to start the night for the Diamondbacks. And that'll bring up Aaron Hill. Still shaking it, Headley. Hill's been shaking a hot bat, especially here at home this season. Stoltz will miss just a little bit outside ball one. It was a year ago today that Kevin Towers pulled off the trade with Toronto, bringing Aaron Hill and John McDonald over in exchange for Kelly Johnson. There's Johnny Mack.
Boy, that was a great trade, and Hill picked us up offensively last year when he came up, and he's done a fantastic job for us once again this year.
He's run the count to 2-0 here.
Boy, and Stoltz is a guy, he's very slow and deliberate to the plate. So if you can pick the right pitch to run on, you got a pretty good chance of making it to second base.
Young on the season is swipe 7. I'll draw a throw and get on over. So both teams get their leadoff man on in the first inning. Denorpia reached for the Padres. Young has reached here for the Diamondbacks. That's hit in the center. That's easy for Maben. And Young will retreat to first. Hill's retired, 1 out.
Well, you can bet if you're going to hit a ball out to center field today, you better hit it on a line, because Maben's got some of the best wheels out in center field. He can run them down, so got to work on hitting those line drives today.
One out down for Jason Kubel. Kubel's had a big first season for the D-backs. At 26 home runs, puts him 2 behind his career high that he had with Minnesota in 09. He had 28 that year.
Well, I think CY is going to try to get a good look at him here and get a good read, and hopefully we can put some runners in motion with Kubel, because Stoltz likes to throw that ball away to the lefties, and he will throw a changeup to a left-handed hitter.
May have been just a fraction over toward right center, so Kubel does have a little bit of room in left center.
There's that breaking ball down and away. Obviously, the whole outfield, they respect the power of Kubel. He's able to hit homers from left field all the way around to right field, so he's been known to hit homers to left center just as much as he does to right field.
Well, speaking of home runs, every time a Diamondback player hits a home run this season, Fulton Holmes donates $150 to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association. And this guy's been a big contributor this year. And gets back again. Just taking a look here, direction of home runs for Kubel. He's hit 5 to left field, 3 to left center. Of the 26 he's hit, 3 to straightaway center field, and the rest have been to right and right center. Young got a good jump, a swing and a miss. Grandal's throw is not in time. Well, it might have been in time, but the ball was dropped by Cabrera, the shortstop, and Young will get a stolen base.
Where you see Chris Young going on first move, he gets a nice break. Nice slide down to second.
Cabrera never even really caught that ball.
He really didn't. And CY went to the outside of the bag. Nice piece of running there by Chris Young.
So in scoring position, the count on Kubel is even up at 2-2, but a runner in scoring position here now for the Diamondbacks, trying to strike first in this game. And Kubel knew it. He was heading back to the dugout as that pitch was crossing the plate. Stoltz dials up a K.
Well, he really did. I think he got crossed up. He was looking for something out away, and that pitch just came on the inner half of the strike zone. As a hitter, you start looking out there when that pitcher continues to go away, and then when they come inside, it fools you.
There's Goldschmidt now. You know what he's done this year against the Padres, number 1, number 2 against left-handed pitching. They have a base open. Montero left-handed batter next. Stoltz starts him with a strike.
Well, I'd like to see Goldie get a hold of one of those slow breaking balls. See how far he can hit it.
He's at 18 on the year. It's blocked by the catcher Grandal.
Boy, and Greg, just think he's got 18 now, and he got out of the gates extremely slow. I mean, there was even talk about him possibly going down to AAA or going back down to the minors. Well, you think he likes hitting against left-handers? 377 batting average. The guy that's salivating when he comes to the ballpark, knowing that he's going to face a lefty.
He drives this one deep down the right field line, but it's going to go foul. With some kind of power to any portion of the field, mind you. Stoltz moved ahead of him now, 1-2 in the count.
Well, to me, you know, he's the gentle giant. That's what I like. I think of him as a gentle giant. He doesn't talk a lot. He just goes out there and plays the game the way it's supposed to be played, and that's the kind of players you want to have.
Made a terrific defensive play in that first inning that turned into a double play. And a chopper back toward the middle. Cabrera's got it. He throws on the run and got him by a half a step. Goldschmidt runs well, but Cabrera made a nice defensive play to get him. And the Diamondbacks will leave a man. And we played an inning here. Padres and the Diamondbacks. No score. /fan guide to register for a chance to win a VIP experience for two to a 2012 MLB World Series game. Presented by Scott's, the official lawn care company of MLB. Sounds like a good deal. Take them up on it. Second inning here, and it'll be Quinton, Grandal, and Alonso. A nice job there for Headley after having the ball hit off his wrist area. The ball hit by Chris Young in the first inning.
Yeah, you got to imagine that's going to leave a lingering effect here for the next couple days.
Back to the mound. Coleman's got to love that. One pitch, one out in the second. Getting a hitter in Carlos Quentin.
Boy, he really did. He minimizes his pitches, and not only that, but Goldie helped him last inning by turning that double play. Because if that ball gets by second and third, and then his pitch count continues to go up, he only had 11 pitches after the first inning.
One pitch here and an out in the second for Grandal, the rookie receiver. You look back at that trade now that the Padres made with Cincinnati, where Matt Latos went to the Reds. And he's been a big part of what they've done this year, Latos. But Padres got Edinson Volquez, Brad Boxberger. They're both on the pitching staff here. Yonder Alonso and this kid Grandal. So they fared very well. They've got 4 major leaguers in exchange for one. And Latos and Volquez almost cancel each other out.
And Latos pitching very well over in Cincinnati right now.
And dunk in for a hit in front of Parra. Grandal with one out, singles to right field. Parra helping out the ground crew here, so they don't have to come out and do that.
Yeah,
later.
That'll make Grant very happy. That's out right there. He's probably coming out of his shed over in right field, making sure that he replaces his divots.
Here's Yonder Alonso. He's actually put up some decent numbers this year for the Padres. He kind of started slow. 32 doubles puts him in the top 10 of the National League. Only 6 home runs, 42 driven in. Surprisingly, only 37 runs scored. Yonder Alonso. He and Grandal were teammates in college at the University of Miami. A couple of Hurricanes. There's a shot to right. And that's a base hit. Grandal will stop at second. That ball's hit like a bullet.
Yeah, I think what's surprising is you only see him with 6 home runs, but he's been known to have a lot of power in the minor leagues. Got a nice pitch out over the outer half of the plate.
I thought the interesting line on Corbin, when you look at his numbers, right-handers hit .212 against him. Lefties hit .340. We just saw Alonso there line a hard single to right field. Left-handed batter. Now Cameron Maben, who's been swinging a really hot bat of late. Maben through June was hitting .204, but since then he's gotten his average up to .230 by hitting .282. He's had 4 hits twice in the last 4 games. So Bud Black's thinking right now is he's got the right guy at the plate in the right situation with a couple of guys on.
Well, he came over to the Padres from the Marlins, and my last year with the Marlins was his first. Try getting paired up to run with that guy after seeing me run for a couple of years.
He got a big contract in the spring, and I don't know if it put more pressure on him. It shouldn't have, but maybe he tried to do too much, and he really got out of the shoot, as we said, slow. Nice pitch there by Corbin right on the lower in-half portion of the plate.
Yeah, and that's where Corbin has to pitch to be effective, especially against these right-handed hitters, down and in.
He went around, he couldn't hold up, and he's a strikeout victim. Corbin's first of the night.
Nice breaking ball right here, down and in once again. Once he starts being effective with that pitch down in there, they start looking for it, and then that curveball becomes that much more effective.
Now Cabrera, their shortstop. This little guy can really motors, so the infielders have to be on their toes. Anything hit on the ground. Fortunately, the Diamondbacks got a couple other options with 2 runners on here. Force plays.
Boy, I get excited when I see Corbin and Miley and Skaggs, these guys, because they're left-handed pitchers. They're going to be very effective. These kids are going to be around here for a long time. If you're a Diamondback fan, you should be really excited about these young guys. They neutralize that running game, too.
There's a foul. For the time being, the Diamondbacks right now are in a 6-man rotation, but you're right. I mean, we even saw another one up here earlier. He struggled, Trevor Bauer, but you know, a lot of kids that are in pretty good stead for the years to come.
Well, I think you can never have enough left-handed pitching, and when you got lefties, 3 of them, 3 quality left-handers that throw mid to upper 90s and are effective with curveballs, that's going to make you that much more tougher in the National League West.
2 balls and a strike. Knee deep, indeed they are. Miley, Corbin, Skaggs, Bauer. Bauer's last start was a good one. In fact, his last 2 starts, 21 strikeouts, 5-1 at Reno. Struggled with the Diamondbacks, but the other 3, Miley has got to be, I would think, the National League leader for Rookie of the Year. There's some competitors out there, but what Miley's been able to do.
Well, you have those 4, and then you have David Holmberg, and then you got Archie Bradley. So the future is bright for these Diamondbacks, and these guys, they're getting thrown in some pressure games now. It's not like we're 20 games out. We're right in the middle of a pennant race trying to get in there. So we're counting on these young guys to pitch some big games for us.
Corbin trying to get out of this 2-out, 2-on situation. Runner down to third. Foul ball. Let's do our Nissan textbook question. We're talking Rookie of the Year. 2 of them are here tonight. Andrew Alonso and Wade Miley. Who is Wade Miley's biggest competitor? Alonso, Todd Frazier of the Reds, or Chika Aoki? And we're not putting Bryce Harper in that mix right now. His numbers are okay, but they don't match up to any of those listed?
Well, out of those three, there's one that really stands out to me, and I think it's a no-brainer that it's going to be between Miley and whoever the other guy that I think it is. So should I tell you guys?
Sure.
Or?
Who do you think?
I think it's Frazier. I think that's the only other guy that should be a contender right there.
We'll see him Monday when the Reds come into town. Miley will pitch against the Reds. Check swing. Cabrera evidently held up. Count's going to go full 3-2. These are the numbers for that trio. Frazier 18 and 58, the 32 doubles for Alonso, and Aoki's had a good year. 18 steals, been good defensively. I'm voting for Miley. 14 wins. And he was an all-star. The others were not.
Well, I'm with you, Greg. I think that's a no-brainer to go ahead and put Miley up there and send the hardware over. We'll take it here in Arizona. Well, the runners are going to be in motion here with a 3-2, 2 outs.
And it missed inside to load the bases. And now Corbin's going to have to battle his mound opponent, who's not a bad hitter. First walk. So they're loaded. Grandal's at third. Alonso down at second base, and Cabrera with a walk at first. And Eric Stoltz to the plate, hitting .286. He's 4 for 14 with a double this year, and he's only struck out 4 times.
Well, it was okay to walk the last hitter if you go right after the pitcher. If you fall behind Stoltz, then you're in trouble. You got nowhere to put him now with 2 outs.
There's a strike. So he started with an out of Quentin on 1 pitch, but the next 2 reached on hits. Then a strikeout and a walk to load him up. Now Stoltz up the middle, center field base hit. 1 will score. Here comes Alonso to the plate. Young going to third. They've got a man in a rundown. Johnson throws to Hill. And now the runner is tagged out, but Eric Stoltz gets himself a 2-0 lead with a 2-run single off Corbin with 2 outs. So the walk to the number 8 hitter, and the pitcher got the hit off Corbin. College in Indiana, hit .408 in fact in his collegiate career. Lined this single back up the middle, and a play to the pair as both Grandal and Alonso scored, and then Young into third. It was not a good throw, but Cabrera stopped, went back, and then he's tagged out. 2 in that inning.
Yeah, and I think the reason Cabrera stopped because he wanted to make sure the run scored, because if he gets tagged out before that second run scores, the run does not count.
So the Diamondbacks have to play catch-up tonight. They're down 2-0 to this Padres ball club. And this is a ball club that they have dominated, especially in this ballpark, over their history. San Diego swept that series here July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Winning by scores of 6-2, 9-5, and 8-6.
Well, you definitely don't want to fall behind against a team like the Padres, because then they start gaining confidence.
Miguel Montero leading off, and 2 balls, no strikes. Diamondbacks are 83-41 in this ballpark against San Diego over the years. Bud Black, Kirk Gibson managed a lot of games against one another already. Here's a strike. The Diamondbacks got one more trip into San Diego, and the Padres come in here one more time September 18th through the 20th. And these two teams are going to see a lot of each other over the next few weeks. It's popped up, third base side. And it gives way to Cabrera. So Stoltz, after giving up a leadoff single to Chris Young to start the ball game, to sit down the next 4. Johnson, the third baseman, hitting 6th in the order. Chris got off to that great start after the trade over from Houston.
Boy, no kidding. We'd like to see him get back on that track again.
And 5 homers, had 19 runs batted in 19 games with the Diamondbacks, but he had 5 homers first 8 games. So all of his home runs as a member of the Diamondbacks have come away from Chase Field. And the ironic thing was, when he was traded to Arizona, he had 8 home runs, all at home as a member of the Astros. Hadn't had a road home run. So he's gone the complete opposite since joining the D-backs. That's Victor Wright backing up on it. Hauls it into the warning track.
Well, it really didn't look like he hit that ball that well, and it carried pretty well to right field.
So Stoltz doing what he wanted to do here after he gave himself a 2-0 lead. Let's make quick work of the Diamondbacks in the second. He's done that with the first 2 hitters. Here's Parra. Again, getting another start in right field for Upton, who's battling that tight hamstring.
Fastball up in the zone at 87.
Justin, he's chopping at the bit to get back in there.
Well, I think right now, when you have the other outfielders, they're playing pretty decent. There's no rush to get him back. Justin, he wasn't exactly hitting 500 out there. He was just starting to swing the bat well, but you got Parra playing very adequate out there and swinging the bat. CY's been swinging a good bat, and Kubel, of course, is the power hitter in the lineup, so you're not going to want to take him out of the game.
The Diamondbacks right now have 13 pitchers and 12 position players. Only 4 players off the bench: Wheeler, Upton, McDonald, and Nieves. And again, Upton is kind of up in the air whether or not he could go. So maybe playing maybe a little shorthanded. But the Diamondbacks have plenty of pitching.
There you saw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. That's about the tops that you're going to see from Stoltz.
Ooh, strength recall to Parra, and he's pointing. That ball is outside. Joe Campos not buying it. Parra's still pleading his case here. Diamondbacks down in order. They're down a couple after 2.
trail the Padres 2-0. Jody Jackson alongside a very busy lady here at the ballpark tonight. Bria Larson, Olympic gold medalist in the women's 4x100 medley relay, just coming back from London. And Bria, you have been so gracious. So many people just want to see the gold medal, have you sign a baseball just now. What's it been like?
It's just been amazing. I think, the best part about coming out here and seeing everyone is just sharing the experience. It's not very often everyone gets to see this, and before the Olympics, it's just everyone's dream to see a gold medal. And it's such a small thing for me to be able to let them see it and touch it and hold it, experience it. And if I can do something little to make, their week awesome, it's such a little price for me to pay.
Certainly, it's been a great experience. It's been a lot of fun out here. Chris Denorfia with the home run right there. Guys, they'll send it back to you. We'll talk to Bria a little bit more.
Okay, Jody, we can send it right back to you. That's just Chris Denorfia doing what he does against the Diamondbacks, hitting them hard. And he has hit yet another one. It's 5th of the year. This guy just owns Diamondback pitching, so it goes to 3-0.
Yeah, you talk about players that feel comfortable playing against certain teams. He's definitely one of those guys that likes seeing that Sedona red.
317 off left-handed pitching. That's into center field for Young. He's got it. Jody, let's go back to you.
All right, thanks, Greg. Bria, just what was the experience like over there in London, winning the gold? Just, I can imagine such a wonderful, tremendous set of memories that you'll never forget.
It's the most patriotic I've ever felt. It was just awesome because when I finally got to meet the team and feel part of the team, we went out into the swimming venue at the Olympics, and I just had this overwhelming feeling of this is Team USA. I am part of Team USA. And every time we got a gold medal and they raised the flags, we sang our fight song, the national anthem. And it was just such an awesome experience. And I got to meet so many people from around the world. And I just have all these contacts now and so many new friends. It's just all been so awesome.
And I know you're from Mesa Mountain View High School. And so to come back here and share it with the fans here tonight is very special. But I know it's a lot of sacrifice, too. Your family was in Idaho for a short time, and you came back on your own, didn't you?
Yeah, the swimming program in Idaho wasn't the greatest, and so I chose to come back for my senior year of high school to start a swimming club here. And it was really hard moving away a year early, but it makes it that much better when I go back and see them.
First pitch tonight, you threw it out there. What was that like?
I think that was more nerve-wracking than the Olympics themselves.
Come on.
I played softball for a couple years, but I did some practices under the bleachers and stuff with them, and it was a little nerve-wracking. Some were right on, some were off the wall, some were on the ground. But I'm glad it worked out okay.
Well, finally, I want to ask you, Texas A&M, you're headed back there for your junior year. You have a lot of goals still ahead of you, don't you?
Yeah, short course yards. I am so excited. I got named for team captains with Camille Adams and Maureen McLean, and I think we can really make a big difference this year and set higher goals and achieve them.
Well, congratulations and best of luck to you, not only with the national championship, but Rio in 2016, right?
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'll keep training. Anything can happen, but, just keep a positive attitude and do your best, and we'll see what happens.
All right, thanks so much. Bria Larson, Olympic gold medalist, back here in her hometown, guys.
All right, thank you, Jody and Bria. And, again, congratulations, that gold medal. That's what you should strive for. She's obviously got one. It's not going too good here right now for Patrick Corbin. He's given up 6 hits. There's that gold medal. It's pretty sweet, huh?
Yeah, it's really nice. Well, I tell you where Corbin's getting in trouble. He's got to stay down in the zone. He's been leaving some balls up in the zone.
He's given up 6 hits. The home run by Denorfia, by the way, it's his 6th career home run against the Diamondbacks. And then that line shot you just saw, hit by Headley. Padres had a hit in the first there. Remember, Goldschmidt saved Corbin some damage with a leaping grab, turned it into a double play. And the Padres got 2 on 3 hits in the next inning. They've added 1 here. They have a man on and 1 out in the middle of the order up.
See, and to me, that backdoor breaking ball right there is more effective to the right-handed hitter when he throws it down and in at his back leg, because that hitter thinks he can attack it, and then he sees it down, can't get to it.
He's fallen behind a lot of hitters here early, getting himself into bad counts for a pitcher, good counts for hitters.
And that's what happens. You start getting hit because now you have to go right after these hitters.
He's 3-1 on this hitter. He was 3-1 on Headley.
Boy, those are good pitches, but when you're behind in the count, you can't be throwing them right there. You got to now. He's got to go right after Quentin.
And Quentin has 13 home runs in 68 games. And he'll get out of play. Smith gets chased, but well out of his reach. Third inning brought to you by Miller Lite. Visit local retailers. Text road trip to the Miller Taste Team at 620-620 for your chance to win one of 300 division rival flyway trips this summer. Well, we'll see if they run Headley here. He has swiped 12, been caught only 4 times. One doesn't strike out a lot. Doesn't really walk a lot either.
When Headley flinched like he was going.
I think he's going. Padres are up 3-0. They are playing with a lot of confidence right now. 27-20 since July started.
Oh, and they just went down to Pittsburgh and took care of business over there too.
Yeah, they're in win mode right now. They're playing well, believing in themselves. Bud Black.
Fuck you.
Bud is hitting 25 of 36 road games. Headley takes off and a liner to left, and that's a base hit in front of Kubel. Hits so hard that Headley will have to stop at second. Well, they're hitting some ropes here off Corbin. That's 3 hits in this inning. They had 3 hits in the last inning.
Well, here you see a 3-2 count. Fastball over the outer half.
Montero out with a visit here. He's going to have to make some adjustments because these Padres are sitting pretty right now.
Oh, Greg, as bad as it seems here, he's just a ground ball away. If he can get that ground ball double play, he'd be all right.
Grandal, a candidate for that. Their catcher, he's rolled into 4 this year. He's only had 90 at-bats all season. But he did loop a single to right field his first time up. And he gets ahead with a strike. Stoltz, the pitcher, drove in the 2 runs for the Padres in the second inning. That came with 2 out. Then DeNorpia led off this inning with a home run. After an out, a couple of hits, but now 2 strikes on Grandal.
Well, and I think Miggy just went out there and told him stop nibbling around and just go right after these guys. Start falling behind in big league hitters, you're going to get hurt.
And the chopper here to short. Let's see if they can turn to it. Out at second, and there's that double play we're talking about. 6-4-3. Quentin took out Hill, but he still got the throw off. Now the Diamondbacks get that much needed twin killing. Padres still up 3. by Gila River. Gila River Casinos, proud partner of the Arizona Diamondbacks. Mazda, we believe if it's not worth driving, it's not worth building. Downtown Phoenix, Diamondbacks and Padres, first to 3 here tonight. At Chase Field, the Diamondbacks got some work to do. They've been out hit 7-1. They've been outscored 3-0. We're only into the bottom of the third. And the Diamondbacks haven't even batted around yet. Elmore, Corbin, and then Young against Eric Stoltz. Stoltz not only pitching well, he's also delivered a 2-run single that's helped his cause. Elmore bunts, but it's going to go foul down the third baseline. The report on Willie Bloomquist. He played in the game yesterday and he didn't feel real good afterwards, so they have not. Diamondbacks have not activated him yet. Off the disabled list. And if Willie is saying he's not feeling good, and he's not feeling good because he wants to play.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. I saw him out there before the game. I was out at Salt River yesterday just checking up on him, and he looked good in batting practice. I didn't stick around for the game too much, but he's a guy we desperately need back.
Cabrera, the backhand stop, and throws out Elmore, one away. All right, now Stoltz is in a breeze mode here, breezing through these hitters. Patrick Corbin has 2 hits on the year, 2 for 22.
I think the thing with Corbin here is just to let him throw some pitches and see some. Just let Stoltz continue to work out there on the mound. He's only got 32 pitches.
The only Diamondback to reach was Chris Young, who led off the first inning with a single. It's out to the second baseman, Forsythe. 2 quick outs. Well, let's take a look at our Geico quote of the game. It's from Kevin Towers, Diamondback GM. Nice to have Young pitching. Where do you put them all? Well, they're all at the highest level, ready to contribute at the major league level, but you've only got so many spots in the rotation to fit them all in. Still a pleasant problem to have.
I think there's no doubt. If you talk to Kevin Towers, he'll tell you it's nice to have those extra chips, you know, when trade deadlines come around or when you need a certain player and you have those top prospects out there. There's a lot of people that want those guys. You're able to get the pieces to the puzzle that you need.
Chris Young takes a strike. 8 in a row now retired by Stoltz. And it's going to be 9. Young back to the mound. This inning very easy. 1, 2, 3. And the Diamondbacks, after 3, trailing the Padres 3-0. Later in today's game, brought to you by Miller Lite. Fourth inning now. Patrick Corbin needs a quick inning. He needs an inning where nobody reaches. He has given up 7 hits in the first 3 innings. Some hard hit balls. Down a couple of runs. He's got Alonso and then Maben and Cabrera. Alonso a base hit, scored a run in the second.
Well, here's where he's got to be careful. That was just a hanging little breaking ball. Alonso hit a bullet his last time up between first and second.
And a broken bat. They got in on him there. They went right in the kitchen. One out. Probably is a good feeling for a pitcher, Gonzo, and if you're on the hitting end of that, that's not a good feeling.
Horrible feeling for a hitter. I think Alonso was just trying to be defensive there and get up. Once you start that swing, it's a little too late. Well, there you see he starts to go. Couldn't hold his swing up.
So a comebacker for Corbin. And now here's Maben, who struck out swinging first time up. Don't forget, tomorrow's an earlier start time, the 5 o'clock Saturday night game, then 1 o'clock on Sunday. And the Reds are in town yet, so it is a long homestand. Diamondbacks are hoping to build off that doubleheader. Got an off day yesterday. And a lot of baseball left in this one. Corbin needs a shutdown inning here.
He needs a shutdown inning, and we need to do a little bit better job of just trying to work some pitches out there to try to get some hits. We're giving Stoltz too many free, easy outs.
Does Angel Campos have a pretty tight zone?
It seems like it tonight.
I mean, on both sides, you know, both ways, really. There's a shot to center. Young on his horse out there, and he can't get it. Gets to the 4:13 mark. You got to be quick with it with Maben running. He pulls into second with another. 8 hits now for the Padres here.
Boy, it just seems like they're getting good pitches to hit out over the zone.
And I hate to say it, but they're hitting the ball right now in this game as they hit that ball in that series back in July when they swept the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks just couldn't stop them. They got 6 runs, 9 runs, and 8 runs in those 3 games. Cabrera drew a walk to load the bases in the second inning. And then that's when Stoltz got the 2-run single. Padre club hitting only .240 as a team coming in.
Well, that's why I said in the open, these are the teams that scare you because they can get hot and they get on a roll.
And they get leads like this, and they try to extend on it by putting their running game in motion.
And that's where they try to put a lot of pressure on the defense by putting their runners in action out there.
Well, I tell you what, Maben's really looking itchy out there. He looks like he wants to go.
Yeah, and he's not afraid to run too. And Hill's a little bit off the bag at second base, so the more space they give Maben out there, he's more adept to take off and try to steal third base, especially with 1 out. Hill's not even in the picture.
Maben 23 stolen bases, been caught 5 times. Guy at the plate is 24 for 24. Cabrera. I don't know. I think he might have been going there, but Hill just made a bluff at the last second that might have just froze Maben. Kept him at the bag. 1-2 now.
Well, Maben doesn't want to go unless he's 100% sure he can make it, because the pitcher's on deck and they want to try to roll the lineup over and get him out of the way.
Two now.
But if you look at Maben, all he's doing right now is just creating a disturbance out there for Corbin. Corbin's worrying about him more than he is the hitter right now and falling behind.
He got ahead of him 0-2. Now Cabrera's gotten himself even with the count. There he goes. Swing and a miss. The throw down. And he is safe at third base. Scuccioni with the call down there. Said Maben got in.
He just picked a good pitch to run on. Swing and a miss for the strikeout.
It was just a little high. Wasn't that bad, but he got in there. Now Stoltz, who drove into with a second inning single. Now this becomes a must out now for Corbin. Again, the pitcher this time around. Cabrera just struck out for the second out. And 2.
Oh, and that's what happens when you get ahead with that first pitch strike. You're able to throw that breaking ball down and away to the left-handed hitter Stoltz. When hitters go up there looking for one pitch because you can't get the other ones over, you become a much better hitter.
He's blocked there by Montero. Remember, Corbin had 11 pitches in that first inning. He's up to 65 now. They've made him work innings 2, 3, and 4. Into left center. Another hit. Another run batted in for Stoltz, and it goes deep. Well, that was definitely a mistake on a 1-2 pitch. Stoltz makes it 4-0 San Diego with an RBI double. What a night. And he's driven in 3 of their 4 runs.
Boy, Stoltz is just putting on. There's a high fastball. Got to keep the ball down, especially to those pitchers. Outfielders playing in. Of course, ball gets by them in the outfield. Stoltz is having a great night at the plate and on the mound so far.
Stoltz came into this ball game with 4 career RBIs. He's got 3 in this game alone tonight. So Corbin, I mentioned at the top, the last 4 outings have really been good, but tonight a little step back. 4 runs on 9 hits and not yet through 4 innings, and a guy at the plate who was just owned Diamondback pitching in his career, Chris Denorfia. He had his 6th career home run against the D-backs in the 3rd. He's 2 for 2 tonight.
Oh boy, don't think this guy doesn't circle the calendar dates when he sees the Diamondbacks.
Well, that's a lot of high pitch totals for each inning, except that first for Corbin. Oh, he had a good cut of that ball. This was a home run. Denorfia hit back in the 3rd.
Just a pitch elevated in the strike zone.
He's got a chance to drive in a run here. Diamondbacks do have the bullpen up. Grant Bergeson, the right-hander, starting to loosen. Ground ball down to 3rd. Johnson's got it. And low but out at first. Innings over, but again with 2 outs The pitcher delivers for the Padres. Eric Stoltz driven in 3 tonight. The Padres are up 4-0. You in part by Valley Chevy. Who's your everyday hero? Nominate an everyday hero at valleychevy.com or facebook.com/Valley Chevy. Downtown Phoenix, and here at Chase Field, the Diamondbacks are down 4-0. Down. We don't like to be down, but that's what's happened here. Eric Stoltz has kept the Diamondbacks down. Retired 9 in a row while he's on the upswing with 3 runs batted in this ball game, a couple of hits. He's been the story of this ball game thus far. But Diamondbacks only batting for the 4th time on the night, so a lot of time left in this game, Gonzo, but they got to get rolling with the bats. Hill, Kubel, and Goldsmith trying to get them started.
Yeah, they really do. They have to put better at-bats against Stoltz. He's feeling it up there at the mound, and he's also doing it at the plate.
Chris Young led off the first inning with a single. He's the only Diamondback who has reached. Hill looks at a strike on the inside corner.
And really, Stoltz has been averaging 12 pitches an inning, so we definitely need to get him to get that workload up.
He started to work and stopped. He came in here at 3-2, but an ERA of only 3.06. Hill has been among the best second basemen of the National League since joining the Diamondbacks a year ago on this date. He swings through this one.
A change up, down and away. Boy, Hill's been a guy who's been an iron horse for us. He's been out there just about every single day.
This game number 126 for the Diamondbacks. For Hill, it's 121. Rarely does he not play. Anytime the Diamondbacks scores 6 runs or more, Taco Bell gives away 3 free tacos at the purchase of a large drink between 4 and 6 p.m. the following day at participating locations. We got a ways to go, but I'd sure like to see him get to that free taco giveaway. Not that way. Swinging strike 3, 3rd strikeout for Stoltz, and make it 10 in a row. He's set down.
Well, there you see just a changeup, turns it over 78 miles an hour, down and away.
Kubel took a called 3rd strike his first time up. Diamondbacks came into this one. They gotten back to 3 games over 500. They put the shift on. Headley, the only fielder on the left side of the infield. He's playing it short. Some teams do that, some don't.
And the outfield pretty much plays straight away, but the infield is playing for pull. That means he hits most of his ground balls on the ground to the pull side. So second base, first base. In the outfield, they know he sprays the ball around in the air, so they'll play straight up.
Back up the middle, but numbers there, the shortstop, Cabrera. And that time it worked out for him. Otherwise, that's a base hit right back up the middle of that. Infield is playing straight away.
Where you make a nice swing like that, you think you're living right, and then the shortstop's playing on the second base side of the bag.
So Bud Black with the shift on, and it'll work for him. 2 quick outs, and here is Goldschmidt. He grounded to short his first time up. 11 in a row now, set down by Stoltz.
Well, that was a 66-mile-an-hour changeup. He just slowed everything down to throw that one. Starting to remind me of right-handed Livan Hernandez out there.
Levo, former Diamondback, former a lot of teams. Three 3-0. Stoltz strikes a pose there. He thought for sure that was a strike. Didn't get the call.
He's shaking his head. He wanted that pitch, especially effective as he's been attacking the strike zone.
Goldschmidt came in here. 4th in the National League in hitting against lefties. And he walks ball 4, and Stoltz can't believe it. He thought he had 2 more strikes on that AB to Goldschmidt, his first walk.
Right on the outer edge of the black batter's box there, but it nonetheless called for a ball. Goldie's got a great eye at the plate. You very rarely see any bad pitches called against Goldie. He's earned that respect already in his short time in the major leagues.
So now Montero up with a man on and 2 out. So the streak of 11 in a row comes to an end with a base runner. I want to capitalize on it. Put a little 2-out rally together here. Montero first time up, popped to the shortstop Cabrera behind third base.
Nice fastball. Stoltz going to the outer half. And Miggy's just got to think about driving that ball to left center field.
Stoltz moves ahead of him 1-2. We're down to 37 games, counting tonight, left on the season on that schedule for the Diamondbacks. Games, days are running out. Goldschmidt takes off. Montero hits it to center, but Maben has it within range and hauls it in. And that will end an inning. A walk, a man left. 4 shutout innings for Stoltz, and he's driven in 3 of the Padres' 4 runs.
Jody Jackson alongside the Mrs. America contestants here at the ballpark tonight, and I'm alongside Mrs. Arizona, Kieran Christensen. And Kieran, what are you guys doing here?
You know, we are here to support the Diamondbacks. We're also here, it's funny because Arizona has so many amazing people from all over the country. So every single one of us, there's 51 of us representing every state and the District of Columbia. And I tell you what, everyone here has a fan. So
and the pageant is actually here in the state of Arizona, so you have home field advantage, I guess you could say. Where is the pageant?
The pageant's being held in Tucson at Lowe's Ventana Canyon next week. And one of us is definitely going to win. I have to say the odds are better than winning the lottery.
No question about it. Well, let me ask you, what's the best part of being Mrs. Arizona? What's been your focus during your reign?
Okay, so a lot of people think that beauty pageants mean you get to wear evening gowns and parade around in a swimsuit, and that's...
Which you do.
Which we do.
Sounds fun to me.
But truthfully, for me, it's all about service and community and doing what I can to help out women in need. I especially like to work with homeless mothers, and I like to help them get off of financial aid and become financially independent. And it's just something that I think is such a big thing because you know what? It's the moms who pay for baseball lessons for their kids and gymnastics lessons and who make this community even stronger. So.
Fantastic cause, and I know you guys are just at the start of a whole week before the pageant, so how's it going? I mean, everyone kind of getting together from all over the country. What's it been like?
Okay, I have to be honest with you. Not one snotty girl. Not yet. It's early in the week. We don't know. No, so far, every girl is really cool. We met each other initially through Facebook, so through the grace of social media and being able to connect globally, we kind of got to know each other's personalities beforehand, so it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. These are great girls.
Looks like it. One other question for you. So, Mrs. America, how's your husband handling all this publicity for you?
He's pretty good and pretty low-key. He's a physician, and he does a lot of stuff. He's been on The Doctors and The Today Show, so he's very familiar with media for himself. And as far as media for me, it's not about me. It's about the women that I'm helping. And at the end of the day, as long as the community is benefiting and you can use your voice for the greater good, it doesn't matter if you're a baseball player, it doesn't matter if you're a beauty queen, it matters about helping out the world.
Well, Kieran, congratulations and best of luck this week at the Mrs. America pageant.
Thank you. World peace.
Right, and so all of these ladies have a great charitable cause that they're fighting for. And also want to mention, guys, I just found out from Debbie Castaldo, a vice president here with the Diamondbacks, that Derek Hall is a former judge of this pageant, along with Matt Williams, actually. So
how come Gonzo hasn't been asked to judge?
Maybe Gonzo's next, guys. Maybe even you, Greg. Get you in there, too.
Absolutely. Thank you, Jody.
I can't see Matty judging that contest. Or Derek Hall, I know.
Yeah, they were here early. I mean, real early during batting practice, and we're on the field. We're introduced, and now here watching the ball game. Ferguson has gotten the first 2 outs. With a little luck here, this will stay within reach of Goldschmidt. Yep. And a nice, easy 1-2-3 inning for Brad Ferguson, who replaced Patrick Corbin. Diamondbacks needed a shutdown inning, and they got one from their reliever. Now they need some hits and runs.
and get home safe. With great beer comes great responsibility.
Welcome back here to the ballpark, Chase Field. Diamondbacks and the Padres going at it. Go to the bottom of the fifth, 4-0 San Diego. And fun times as always out there at the Ram Trucks.tv pool. It's been a great place all season long to watch a ball game, and it's sold out the rest of the season. Time to get to work here, Gonzo. Diamondbacks need some base runners and some runs off Eric Stoltz. That's a good start. The bat of Chris Johnson sounded like he might have broken his bat, but we'll take that for the base hit. Only the second of the game, only the third base runner against Stoltz.
Well, Greg, asking you shall receive. There you go. Nice base hit. Start the inning off. Well, that's what Stoltz hasn't done this whole game. He hasn't been in a jam to try to wiggle his way out of it. We got to desperately try to get some runners on base.
Well, one thing about this Padre ball club, too, they get the lead late and they hand it over to their bullpen. Especially with a guy like Gregerson down there. They can be so tough. Parra had some words with home plate umpire Angel Campos after he was called out on strikes his first time up.
Boy, Stoltz just threw a 66-mile-an-hour breaking pitch to start it off. We talked about Stoltz being a guy earlier in the broadcast that he's a good guy to run on, but when you're behind 4-0, you definitely have to pick your spots to try to stay out of double plays.
Parra is now in the hole 0-2. Johnson has not attempted to steal with the Diamondbacks. He had 4 steals and 5 chances with Houston. Matty wants some business over there at third base. Nobody's gotten over there yet tonight. Parra homered off Stoltz earlier this season. One of the 3 of the Diamondbacks hit in that game. He's got him in protect mode right now. Next 5 over 500 here at home. 33-28.
Parra spread out kind of in a 2-strike approach now.
Let's take a look at our high-speed pitch brought to you by CenturyLink. Corbin now out of there. But he had 91. Stoltz has gotten up to 93.
And I think the difference between Stoltz and Corbin was behind. He left some pitches up in the zone, especially to the opposing pitcher, Stoltz.
That might be trouble. Headley and Berriens can't get it. And the first 2 have reached. That's the only play Headley could have made on Parra, the Berrien pickup, and he didn't make connections.
Yeah, nice job by Parra here with 2 strikes, just trying to put the ball in play. Hits it off the end of the bat, and Headley tries to make the bare hand play, wasn't able to come up with it. This might be the break the Diamondbacks are looking for.
The first 2 have reached. Now Jake Elmore at the plate. And then Ferguson, the pitcher, does have a bat in the on-deck circle, and there's nobody warming up. Elmore first time up, grounded to short.
I wonder if Ferguson's going to stay in there if a guy like Justin Upton's getting loose in the dugout. We haven't had too many chances. This is a good opportunity for the Diamondbacks.
Elmore puts it in play, but foul. Strike 1. 5th inning already, and Up until this inning, the Diamondbacks had 2 total base runners. They've gotten the first 2 on here to start the 5th off Stoltz. Elmore, since coming to the Diamondbacks, coming up from Reno, has gone 4 for 21 with 1 extra base hit, has not yet driven in a run.
Well, the thing with Elmore, he definitely is a contact hitter, so you know he's going to put the ball in play somewhere.
He's walked twice, has not struck out yet since joining the D-backs. Chance here in the 5th for Arizona. Matt Williams getting the signs from manager Kirk Gibson, then he relays them to the runners and the hitter.
You'd almost think sometimes it'd be easier for him just to call it out and yell it out to him. A lot of strategy goes on in these games.
Got an infield hit after Johnson singled to center. Late call by Angel Campos. It's 2-2 now. Right on the edge.
Yeah, right on the edge there, and Stoltz threw a couple pitches away, and then he comes right back in with the heater inside. Start getting that hitter to think out over the outer half of the plate, and then he comes right back in on him.
So a 2-2 count now on Elmore. Ground ball down to 3rd. They didn't want that. Headley will get a tag, but that's the only play he gets. Boy, he had a sure double play ball, or what looked like could have been a sure double play. Headley ran at the runner, Johnson, who just backtracked, tagged him out, and that allowed no other play to be made.
When Elmore got a pitch in on his hands, and you're exactly right, Greg. The ideal play would have been to try to turn the double play going to the second baseman.
Bud Black has gone to the mound, the manager of the Padres. Ferguson is going to bat for himself. Way up in the bullpen. This is just Black. Let's get his point across. He's not only talking to the pitcher, but his infielders here. I'm guessing Ferguson's going to be punting here, and they'll try and leave it up to Young. As a fielder's choice, 5 unassisted. So in a way there, the Diamondbacks caught a little bit of a break. Perhaps. It all looked like it might have been hit hard enough to get 2, but Headley instead elected to tag the runner. Ferguson bunts back to the mound. 1 play at first. Stoltz gets him there with the second baseman covering. The runners advance to 2nd and 3rd.
Well, nice job by Ferguson getting the bunt down.
The first ever D-backs alumni exhibition game is Saturday, September 5th here at Chase Field. Join us as we welcome back former players like Luis Gonzalez, Brandon Webb, David DeLucci, Steve Finley, and more of your favorites. The alumni exhibition game be played right after the D-backs Giants game. That starts at 5:10. Get tickets now by calling 602-514-8400 or log on to dbacks.com/alumni. It's a lot of your former teammates now.
Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I think Brandon Webb's going to make an appearance.
Well, let's see if Chris Young can get a 2-out hit here and get the Diamondbacks on the board. Chris has a hit. He's 1 for 2.
Well, how about a homer right here by Chris Young? I'll take one of those.
I'd really get him back in it. Ball 2.
Chris is in a hitter's count now. 2 balls and no strikes. Got to look for something middle in, try to drive it. Stults is a guy, he will not give in. He'll keep that ball out on the outer half. Try to get Chris Young to chase.
Young has hit 13 home runs, driven in 35. A big series against Houston. He takes high, ball 3. And I think another pitch that Stults wanted didn't get the call on. Barnes a runner at third base. And Elmore at second, 2 down in the inning.
Well, I think in a normal situation, Chris Young would have a green light, but I think right here he's probably going to be taken.
Oh, try back here.
Look out.
That came up quick. Wow.
Guess he didn't want me to have him taken right there.
Got me right on the finger. 3-1. And that's the strike. Young was heading to first base. He's called back. 3-2 now. So full count.
A slow breaking ball over the outer half.
Well, this big right here. If Young can get the hit, momentum carries right into that Diamondback dugout. First 2 reach to start the inning. Second and third now 2 down. Now, if that ball would have come back up that way, we'd have had a play on it instead of screaming back at us right over that screen.
Well, 3-2 once again. Here comes the pitch.
At least foul. So Young battling Stults here.
There's that little rolling cutter inside on the inner half to see why.
So the Diamondbacks end up leaving a pair after getting the first 2 on, and they're still down 4-0 after 5. Still lead it here 4-0. Last time a team had 3 consecutive left-handed rookie starting pitchers. Boy, I have no clue on that one.
Can we get a year?
A league? American League.
2009 in the American League.
Oakland. I only got 13 more American League teams to go.
Minnesota.
Well, we'll let the fans take over. Rand Bergeson's second inning. He had a 1-2-3 fifth inning, then hit for himself in that bottom of the fifth inning and delivered a sacrifice bunt. Then Chris Young swinging on 3-0, fouled one, and then ended up striking out. And the Diamondbacks left a couple. Had a good scoring chance, their first scoring chance of the night. Grandal is switch hitter. That's another thing that makes him so appealing to the Padres. He takes the call, third strike, and he's going to have some words for Angel County. I tell you, that zone has been a little interesting. Grandal didn't think that was a strike. Well, he's been calling those on the line. That's right. On the outer half of that plate. Second strikeout for Bergeson.
Well, you don't like it when you're the catcher and you got to block up for the umpire.
I would think anybody on the field, though, who would have an idea of the strike zone, it would be the guy behind the plate catching. Montero and Grandal.
More times than not, they get the benefit of the doubt because they're the guys sitting in front of these umpires. If not, they get exposed back there.
1-1 on Alonso.
Well, I've seen some pretty bad haircuts on some of these Padre guys here in the last shortstop, second, or the catchers. Look at that moss.
Grandal still shaking his head, not believing that strike three call against him. Kubel will give chase down the line, but that's not going to be caught. Not too late to get your ticket for tomorrow night's game and post-game concert. The D-backs take on the Padres 5:10 game time, and then after the game, Roger Klein of the Peacemakers will perform courtesy of Miller Lite. Get tickets by calling 602-514-8400 or log on to dbacks.com/concert. Full now 3-2. Patrick Corbin went the front 4 innings. Battered around a bit tonight. 9 hits, 4 runs. Gave up a home run. Stoltz was a guy who got him his mound opponent. 3 runs batted in. And both hits by Stoltz came with 2 out.
Well, Bergenson's done a nice job coming in here and stopping the bleeding.
Retired all 4 he's faced thus far.
He continues to throw strikes.
There's a reason he's smiling. He's working with a 4-0 lead, and he's driven in 3 tonight. Stoltz. He had 4 career RBIs coming into this one.
Of course, he's talking about his hitting.
Right.
Alonso continues to foul pitches off.
Got it. And then Bergeson's 2 strikeouts in this inning, 3 since he's come on. Blake Kachingo by signing up at one of the 16 interactive kiosks right here at Chase Field during any Arizona Diamondbacks regular season home game. Two up, 2 down in the 6th for Cameron Maben, who has 1 for 2, a double and a run scored in the 4th inning.
Boy, Bergeson continues to just get ahead of everybody, just attacking the strike zone, throwing strikes.
There's a shot to short, but right at Elmore. Goes high but out. And the inning is over again. 1-2-3 for Bergeson. He's retired all 6 he's faced. Hill, Kubel, and Goldschmidt coming up. Had 3 consecutive left-handed rookie starting pitchers. Toronto Blue Jays. Sepchinski, Ricky Romero, and Brett Cecil.
I would have never guessed that.
Sepchinski now is in the bullpen pitching for St. Louis. Outside to Hill.
All right, boys, we got to go here now. Get Aaron Hill on the bases.
Only 3 hits against Stoltz. He struck out 4, walked 1. Third time around in the order now against Stoltz. He's looking for his 4th win of the year. It's hit a long way. Coming back though, and has it into the warning track. 1 down. He just glides out there.
Boy, he makes it look so easy out there when that ball's hitting the gaps or deep to center field, just running them down. He's got the long stride.
There's a guy who patrolled center field here in 1998, his only season with the Diamondbacks. We were just talking about the Toronto Blue Jays. He played with the Blue Jays. Devon White, who was probably about 6'4", wasn't he? Those long strides. Devo played kind of a shallow outfield.
Yeah, and he used to catch the ball almost at his hip. It seemed like every time. Don't recommend that for kids, but nonetheless, it worked for him.
1-2 quickly here on Kubel. Kubel's 0 for 2 against Stoltz. Stoltz right now is in command. There's a line drive around at the second baseman. 2 outs. Two quick outs here. Stoltz has only had 79 pitches on the night. That's a big differential there. 26 miles per hour. 65 with that breaking ball and 91 with a fastball. On the count here on Goldschmidt. It was grounded out and walked.
67 miles an hour. Really, he's just done a nice job today of keeping our hitters off balance, just mixing in slow breaking balls, fastballs down and in his locations. What's hindered the Diamondbacks all day, all night.
And Diamondbacks this year have been pretty good against lefties. 25-20, but 14-6 in their last 20 starts against southpaws coming into tonight.
Going into Goldie's at bat, 11 of the 21 hitters have seen 3 or less pitches.
Wow.
So you talk about being effective with your strikes and your command.
Bounces back. Well, since June 20th, the Diamondbacks have been one of the best teams against left-handed pitching. Cardinals the top team, then the Giants and the Diamondbacks, Tigers. But Stoltz is kind of got him in out of the palm of his hand here tonight. He's really tamed him. And a rare 3-ball count on a hitter. Young had one and then struck out in the 5th. Goldschmidt walked in the 4th. 3-2 here now. Wow, he took a cut, didn't he?
Well, he really did. And Goldie's been about the only guy that's made him work all night. He's been in a 3-2 counts his first, 2 times up already.
He got a piece of it. Lives to see another one in this AB. Smith's had a terrific first full season of the big leagues. His double total has got him ranked 2nd in the National League. Thomas Ramirez has 40. Goldschmidt with 36.
Boy, I tell you, you're a big league hitter and you see that slow breaking ball coming in there, your eyes light up. It's just hard to stay back on it.
So, one of the last times we saw a 9-pitch at bat for Paul Goldschmidt was in St. Louis. And he had a home run. He's got a line drive caught by Cabrera to rob him of a hit right there. Well, 3 innings of the 6th play tonight. Diamondbacks have gone down in order. This is a nice play by Cabrera, the backhanded grab. And we'll go to the 7th with the Padres in command here behind Stoltz 4-0. Trade presented by Ram Trucks, and well, it's all Eric Stoltz here tonight on the mound. He's been very good. He's struck out 4, walked only 1, given up only a few hits. And how about at the plate? A 2-out, 2-run single in the 2nd inning. And then for a little good measure, this base hit went for a 2-bagger. That drove in Maben. That was in the 4th, so he's shut the Diamondbacks out through 6. And he's driven in 3 of the San Diego 4 runs scored in the night. Have a night, Eric Stoltz, huh? Unfortunately, at the hand of the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, he's really done it all tonight, hitting, pitching, coaching his other hitters in the dugout.
Yeah.
Teaching them how to hit.
He's going to get a chance to hit again this inning against Bergeson, who's out there for his third inning of relief. Everett Cabrera will lead it off. And Cabrera shortened the bunt. Did he go? No, he held off. Bergeson's done a nice job. Corbin lasted 4 innings, gave up 9 hits, 4 runs. Bergeson had a 1-2-3 fifth inning and a 1-2-3 6th inning. And retiring the 6th, he has struck out 3. Well, this is a number 8 hitter. You got to get out. You can't afford any more runs to cross that plate by the Padres. There's a strike.
Well, I think if you look back at Corbin, he'll learn from this experience of he had bases loaded, 2 outs, and he couldn't get ahead of the pitcher, falls behind, leaves a fastball up in the zone. Stoltz hits it out for a base hit, and then his second time up, the same thing, got a pitch up in the zone to the pitcher.
That's trouble. Cabrera can run. Well, into second. Kubal's throw is not in time, a double. So for the Padres, a good start to the 7th.
Well, I'd say that was a nice throw by Kubel. If it was an average base runner, he might have had another assist right there.
Very strong and accurate arm. 12 outfield assists for Jason, which leads the bigs. I should say the National League. Now Stoltz. You didn't expect him to bunt here with the way he swung the bat tonight. 3 runs batted in, showing bunt. And it's a good one. Montero calls off Bergeson, makes the play himself. Cabrera takes third on the sacrifice bunt for Stoltz, who just continues to shine at the plate and on the mound. That's a hustle here of Miguel Montero after the bunt.
Miggy calls the play off.
And Cabrera with that good speed down at third. Montero didn't want him coming to the plate, so he hustled back to cover. He's really developed into a leader, Montero.
Yeah, he really has. He's become the vocal guy in the clubhouse and on the field.
Here's Denorfia now, and a pop fly into right center. Parra's going to test Cabrera. The throw, got to play, but he's in there safe. Just a little too deep for Parra. And he had to go to his right, and he really didn't get a chance to move in on the ball that much. Strong throw, accurate throw, but Cabrera's got that good speed. And it was speed that.
Well, Parra getting behind the ball here to try to make the throw.
Cabrera really got on that run. The hustle double, as you said, the throw by Kuba was pretty good. Runner a little slower than Cabrera. He's probably out at second, and then Parra might have gotten most guys trying to come in on that sacrifice fly by Denorfia.
Yeah, he really did. His speed, his legs took care of that run. Getting that double early in the inning to lead it off, and then moving to third on the sack.
And then spots back up the middle. A base hit here for Forsythe with 2 out.
Third baseman Chase Headley.
And now Chase Headley. So Stoltz is driven in 3 in this ball game, but Denorfia 2.
Well, Stoltz has really been productive in all his ABs tonight. He sacked the guy over to third base with a sacrifice bunt.
This is not the same Padre club we saw earlier in the year. They play much better baseball. And there's a base hit to right. Far down to a knee. We'll get it back in. So Bergeson in his 3rd inning of work, getting touched up a little bit. This second time around against him. He's got to go up against Quentin.
Confident
group right now.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, there's been a couple games here now. I think as a pitcher, somebody has to step up out there and throw one up and in or something, move some of these guys around.
A little too comfortable.
After a while, I mean, they've got 12 hits, 5 runs. Guys start feeling pretty good up there.
Well, join Fox Sports Arizona, the D-backs, for the Going Gonzo for Kids Mystery Ball fundraiser. You can call in during the August 28th D-backs game. Buy mystery autographed baseball for $50. Balls signed by legends Luis Gonzalez and Randy Johnson. Along with members from this year's team, 25 of the ball packages will include a golden ticket redeemable for great prizes. Proceeds benefiting Going Gonzo for Kids charity. And again, that date, August 28th.
A great opportunity to raise a lot of funds for a lot of great charities throughout Arizona.
Swing and a miss by Quentin.
Well, Quentin's an aggressive hitter. He goes up there looking for that first one. He can get that barrel on. He's going to be swinging at it.
Former Diamondback. Diamondbacks got him and Connor Jackson in the same draft first round. Ground ball, diving stop. Johnson from his knees throws low and dug out by Goldsmith. Nice play all the way around. Johnson robbed Quentin of a hit, and Goldsmith helped him out with a scoop at first. A run in the inning, but a couple of left on. Now the Padres up 5-0 as the Diamondbacks come to bat here. It's been the Eric Stoltz show here tonight. He's limited the Diamondbacks to 3 hits. He's driven in 3 of the Padres' 5 runs. Rough night for youngster Patrick Corbin. He only went 4, 9 hits and 4 runs allowed. The Diamondbacks got a lot of work to do here as they've come to bat in the 7th inning. We're joined by Joe Borowski right now. Well, Joe, the Diamondbacks were 14-6 their last 20 against left-handers. What's Stoltz done differently here tonight?
I think what's different about him and the other lefties he's faced is he's more of, lack of a better word, a thumber. He just keeps throwing it slower and slower, and he doesn't give in. He's going to keep working away, nibbling on the corners. He doesn't get it. He goes right back there, and he's gotten some help from Campos. Campos is giving him some calls, but he's also taking away some. But you see, he doesn't change his entire philosophy. He keeps pounding that just off the plate zone.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Joe. I don't think he's missing by a lot. He's just staying just close enough to keep those hitters anxious going after some bad pitches.
The Diamondbacks really had one opportunity in this ball game, and that was the 5th inning. They got their first 2 on. At 2nd and 3rd, Young struck out. Other than that, he's been pretty good. 3 innings in the 6 innings he's pitched. Here's a guy, too, who's kind of been around for a while. The Dodgers, a few other ball clubs, and now starting to settle in. He's got a nice ballpark to pitch in San Diego.
Sure. Absolutely. And tonight was pretty much an opposite mirror image of two guys, where Corbin really struggled leaving the ball up. You see Stoltz here is really working the ball, keeping the ball down on him in the bottom half of the zone. Really good.
Miggy pops one up. Cabrera's going to settle under. Gets one away.
Yeah, and Joe, and I said earlier, I think this is a great learning experience for Corbin. If you're gonna let a guy on get bases loaded, don't give in to the pitcher. You got to go right at him early, because he fell behind on Stoltz, and I think he learned real fast here that if you leave a pitch up, especially to a pitcher, you're going to get hurt.
You know, Gonzo mentioned too, this is a ball club you can get hurt if you look at their record and throw away their current record, which is 56-70. They're 14 games. This ball club's been a lot better than Padres over the last 2 months.
They've been playing real well lately. And this is one of those teams, like you know, Gonzo, when you're going down late in the season and you know that team is not going to be in the playoffs, and now they're just, it's almost like all the pressure's off them. They have nothing to lose, so they're going all out. Those are the dangerous teams a lot of times.
That's out number 2. Well, the Padres also have been getting some very good starting pitching over the last 5 games. They had a stretch there where their starters were battered around a bit, but look at those numbers there in the last 5, Joe.
Yeah, anytime you go out there and have starters going out there like that, you're gonna have good results. And what they did going up against Pittsburgh in playoff contention and sweeping them, they're playing good ball right now. They got a lot of confidence.
I don't think we've really talked yet about Brad Bergeson. You've seen him now a few times for the Diamondbacks. He gave him 3 innings tonight.
I like what he comes. He comes to the plate. He pounds the zone. You know, he's got a little giddy up in his fastball. That's what you want when you're going to bring somebody in. Gibby wants you to go out there, pound the zone. Don't walk guys. Give your team at least a fighting chance to get back in this game. I thought he did a good job coming in there for Corbin.
Yeah, and I think if you're going to get beat, you much rather get beat with those guys hitting balls all over the park instead of nibbling at the plate, falling behind guys. So, you know, when you're playing a team like the Padres, I'd much rather be playing the Giants or the Dodgers right now, because the intensity level has picked up so much. I think today we came to the ballpark and it was like the air was taken out of the balloon here, and it showed with our offense here the first 5-6 innings of this ball game.
Yeah, you don't want to use the word flat, but it almost seemed like they came out and it wasn't like it wasn't in the air. The electricity wasn't in the air, and like you would get if you're playing LA or San Fran right now. But they have to realize you still have to beat the teams you're supposed to beat if you want to be in this pennant race.
See Justin loading up the bat there as Parra takes a strike to make it 3-2. He was ready to take off the armor on the ankle. He didn't agree. He's not agreed with Angel Campos a couple of times tonight, Parra.
Yeah, Parra and Angel definitely aren't the best of friends up there.
Play down the line. Well, the Padres, when they came in here and swept the Diamondbacks in that 3-game series, they hit the ball a lot like they're hitting the ball tonight. Hit some home runs. They scored 6 in one game, 9 in another, and then 8 as Stoltz has just gone over 100 pitches on the night. Another foul by Parra, but actually that started them off on a pretty good run. They've gone 27-20 since the start of July.
Yeah, there's no doubt that they're playing much better baseball. And before that sweep of the Diamondbacks in July, they had an awful record here at Chase.
That's back up the middle. Cabrera, though, pretty slick and short. And he throws him out. Well, Joe, we'll talk to you after the ballgame.
Looking forward to it.
Joe Borowski with us. Diamondbacks have been blanked by Eric Stoltz ever 7 innings of this ballgame. question. Who's Wade Miley's biggest competition? Looks like Todd Frazier of the Reds at 55%, then Alonso, and then Aoki. Alonso will bat second in this inning. Eric Stoltz has been the star of this one, though. He's sitting right next to his skipper, Bud Black, going over things. He has blanked the Diamondbacks counts 0 for 7 innings and set the side down in order 4 times in those 7 innings, and he has driven in 3 of the 5 runs the Padres have scored.
Or you think he's talking to Buddy Black, saying, let me go back out there? He's over 100 pitches.
I don't see any activity right now in their pen. Here's Brian Shaw now on to pitch for the Diamondbacks. Brian went back down to the minor leagues and went back up. Had a good first outing where he struck out the side, but second outing was roughed up a bit. We called from AAA Reno on August 12th. Randall has a hit tonight. Also has hit into a double play and didn't agree with the home plate umpire. Nice strike 3. Ooh, tricky hop to hill, but he's still moving 3 now, 1 away. That hit the lip of the grass there, I guess, right where the grass meets the dirt. And it took kind of a crazy hop on Aaron, but he made it okay. Had to adjust just a little bit.
He really did. He made a nice job hanging with it. Sets his feet, makes a nice throw over to first base.
Here is Alonso. He has a hit and a run scored tonight. Ooh, wow. Get out of the way. Check and duck on that one, Brian Shaw. Right back at him.
Well, I tell you, Alonso's power numbers aren't where they were projected to be this year, but man, when he squares the ball up, it just explodes off his bat. Here you see Shaw.
Now, guys, we haven't seen all his games in San Diego, but how much do you think that ballpark hurts him?
Well, it hurts a lot, especially in California at nighttime, the air.
So maybe those numbers are a little misleading as far as the 6 total home runs. Well, but he's still got 32 doubles.
He does. He's got a lot of doubles, and that's where it's going to make a difference.
Here's Maben now. This has just been all Padres here tonight from the second inning on. They've out-hit the Diamondbacks. You ready for this? 13-3. He might be done for the night. Well, he did his job, Eric Stoltz.
That'll wake somebody up in the Padres dugout. Greg, I think the key when you're playing a team like the Padres, you got to get out of the gates quick.
You can get them back on their heels. They've got such good pitching.
Good pitching. You got a young team. They're swinging the bat well. They're running the bases well. They're doing all the little things. You got to get them out of the game early.
Yeah, for everything they do well early in the game and get a lead, they build upon that confidence. They've found out now that, hey, we can win ball games. 27-20 in their last 47 played after a horrific start. I mean, they're still 14 games below 500, but they played 7 games over 500 for 2 months. So you can see where they were.
And like we said earlier, they're coming off a good road series against the Pirates. It's not like these guys are going to lay down in here when they come in to play the Diamondbacks. They're going to come in playing hard. They know that the Diamondbacks are playing for something. They want to be the spoiler team.
2-2 count here on Maben from Shaw. And conversely, the Diamondbacks have been in that mode all season long. 500, couple games over 500, back to 500, couple 3 games below, get back. It's just been kind of that teeter-totter effect. They have not been able. They came into tonight's game 3 games over 500. With the idea of cutting into the division a little bit. Two teams are trailing, but that's not even looking good today.
Yeah, and kind of disappointing today, especially after that big sweep of the Marlins. And there you see the Diamondbacks 6 games out, the Dodgers with 3 back, and the Giants continue to play well. They're up again tonight, 4-2 in the 5th. So
Dodgers are up in their game.
I mean, the Dodgers and the Giants aren't going to go anywhere. It's up to us to go out there and try to gain ground and win some games.
Well, we'll get the out at second base, and Hill didn't even think about going to first wisely. Yeah, if you can't win your own game, it doesn't matter what the other ones do. I mean, it's a situation where you're at 37 games, including this one tonight. And this one's in the 8th inning now. You're running out of time. Now you've still got some games left with the 2 in front of you.
Yeah, and 3 hits isn't going to cut it for you.
There's Everett Cabrera now. Maben the base runner. He reached on the fielder's choice. Then you got the Reds coming in on Monday. So you're going to get Arroyo, Cueto, and Latos. So you're going to get their 3 best in that series. Cueto's already a 16-game winner.
I think the thing that's just baffled the fans this year has just been the inconsistency that we've had. I mean, we looked so good for one night or 2 nights in a row, and then come back out that 3rd night and it looks just like a totally different ball club.
For whatever reason tonight, you have to credit the pitcher Stoltz a lot, but again, the Diamondbacks were 14-6 against left-handers. The last 20 starts against them.
And sometimes you got to give credit where credit's due. I mean, Stoltz did a great job, but I mean, he's driven in 3 runs tonight.
Well, that's the other problem. I mean, Corbin in that 2nd inning had the bases loaded and the pitcher up, and boom, 2-run single, and then Stoltz next time up drove in a run, and then his next time up sacrificed a runner in the scoring position, and then the next man got him home. Alls of the wouldas, the couldas, and the shouldas, right? And the Padres have a decent bullpen. I'm not going to say it's been the bullpen it has been in the past, but they've still got Lou Gregerson down there. Ooh, close at first, but safe. Pretty good move there by Shaw.
And really, they've done all their damage with 5 runs without stealing any. Well, they got 1 stolen base. Maben stole earlier in the ball game, stole 3rd base.
They called a balk on Shaw. Boy, the Diamondbacks have had some balk calls this year, haven't they? Let's see. That is their 10th as a team. So that moves another runner into scoring position here. And a 2-out hit would extend this lead even more. Another area where the Padres have turned it around. Gonzo is on the road. Their first 38 games, they were 12-26. Their last 25 games, they've gone 13-12.
Just goes to show you it's a team that's starting to gain confidence as the season goes on. They're starting to get familiar with each other, playing more as a team, learning what they can and can't do out there.
Trying to make it 4 straight over the Diamondbacks here. Way outside from Shaw.
And not only that, but just the pace of this game just seems like it's just slowed down tremendously.
And we see Kotze on deck. He will bat for Stoltz, or would bat for Stoltz. On the left. Kubel going back, and has it. And the Burr gave that ball a little bit of a ride, and Kubel hauled it in. Padres off the board against Shaw. Stoltz, quite a night. He's out of there now. West, and this game tonight, like Ben Sheets hung one there, and Angel Pagan, Hayward playing it off. That made it 3-2. It's now 4-2 San Francisco as they lead that ball game in the 6th inning. Dodgers are up in their ball game against Miami. We have a new pitcher for the Padres, Nick Vincent. Right-hander comes on. And a shot hit foul by Elmore.
Boy, and Greg, don't think that the Giants and the Dodgers don't look at that scoreboard to see what the Diamondbacks are doing.
No, they know that the Diamondbacks really haven't had that run yet this year. 1-1 on Jake Elmore. Ryan Wheeler has moved out on deck to bat next.
And I don't care what any player tells you that they don't look at that scoreboard. When you get late into the season and you know you're close and you're in a race, you're constantly looking up there to see what those other teams are doing.
You bet. Elmore took a strike. 2-2 now. His Padre bullpen since June 30th is second in the National League with a 2.50 ERA and a 223 batting average against. They've struck out 156 in 147 innings. They've been good. Diamondbacks have only been shut out at home one time all year. Now look at those numbers right there. 2.50. That's nailing it down for your starting pitcher in your ball club.
Well, and it's a team that they don't get, their bullpen doesn't get a lot of notoriety because where they're at in the standings. But they've been effective going out there and pitching well.
Full count on Elmore. And he lays off ball 4. Oh, they punched him out at first base, Mike Winters. Mike Winters looking at the score in San's 8th inning. He's out.
That's just
like he held up.
That's just a bad call by Winters.
Yeah, he looked like he held here. First time Elmore has struck out as a member of the Diamondbacks. Ryan Wheeler to the plate. Wheeler hitting .217, 3 extra base hits since coming up, 10 hits total. He has a home run. He hit that in Houston.
Well, and Greg, another drawback too to the Diamondbacks, we really don't have a veteran bench like we did in the past.
And again, they're short now with the extra pitcher. And Upton, we saw it with a bat earlier, but that hamstring been acting up. So they're down to a 4-man bench of Wheeler, Upton, McDonald, and Nieves tonight. 2-1. Well, he's here, but he's not active yet. He's still on the DL.
Most good teams with good benches, those coaches on the other side, they look up and down that lineup trying to match up guys. Try to keep pitchers in and out of the game to avoid certain players.
12-2 down here. RAPS Energy All-Star tonight. I don't think there's any ifs, ands, or buts about it. Eric Stoltz. Look at that little white line there. 2 for 2, a double, 3 runs batted in. He did it on the mound. Not allowing a run, only 3 hits in 7 innings. It was pretty good.
Well, I think the key for him was just keeping our hitters off balance. You know, Joe Borowski talked about it earlier, just nibbling just enough and keeping that 66-mile-an-hour breaking ball, 70, 80. His speed variations just kept the Diamondback hitters where they couldn't put good swings on them.
Chris Young in the leadoff spot tonight. He's 1 for 3. He'll get out of play. 32,726 here tonight. Unfortunately, they haven't had anything to cheer for. Diamondback fans. No runs. Almost now through 8 innings. Vincent's retired the first 2 he's faced here.
Vincent trying to get Chris Young to chase on a pitch out and away.
There's a hit for Young. With 2 outs.
Yeah, unfortunately for the Diamondbacks, we get the hits, but they're with 2 outs.
Yeah.
So
when they needed a 2-out hit, they didn't get it. That was back in the 5th inning. And runners at 2nd and 3rd. Hill the batter now. Aaron's taking an 0 for 3 tonight. He's 0 for 3. Kubal's 0 for 3. Montero 0 for 3. Wolfsman 0 for 2 with a walk. Middle of the order. And it's been handled. That will be 0 for 4. No runs, a hit, a man left. We'll head to the 9th. It's been all Padres here. They're up 5-0. Well, I wish we had a little better news for you here. We go to the 9th inning. It's 5-0 San Diego. Matt Albers comes on, his 9th appearance for the Diamondbacks. It's coming over the trade from Boston. And the first man he's going to face going to be a pinch hitter for San Diego, Alexi Amarista. He's pinch hitting. He pops first pitch up. Chris Johnson calls Montero off. You could hear him all the way up here. 1 away. Just like we promised early in the game, it's Miller time, brought to you by Miller Lite. Only one home run tonight came off this guy's bat, Chris Denorpia. His 6th career home run against the Diamondbacks. Well, you say Diamondbacks to him, his face lights up. He just hits them like he owns them. 2 hits tonight. The home run. He's also got a sacrifice fly.
Yeah, he's quietly having a good season. .290 batting average.
Albers gets a strike in on him. It's been Corbin, Bergeson, Shaw, now Albers for the Diamondbacks. Stoltz and Vincent for the Padres. Nice breaking pitch there. Albers has retired the first 2 here.
A great job by Albers. Our bullpen's done a fantastic job of holding this game down for us.
So 2 up, 2 down in the inning. Here is Logan Forsythe. There's a strike. You know, I changed my pencil earlier tonight midstream, thinking it might help, but it hasn't worked. Ready to throw this group out.
Well, I didn't know you were like that, Duff.
Oh, yeah. I'll change them around. Lifted in the air into left field. Backing out is Elmore. On comes Kubel. And Kubel calls Elmore off. And nice easy inning for Matt Albers. Diamondbacks got the middle of the order. Kubel, Goldschmidt, Montero up trying to start a rally. They need a big one. Welcome back here to Chase Field. Diamondbacks coming to bat for their last opportunity to try and get this one even, maybe win it. With a miraculous 9th inning, they need 5 to tie. Follow Fox Sports Arizona's coverage of the Diamondbacks with MLB.com at Bat 12 for your iPhone, iPad, Android, and Windows Mobile. Get live audio pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text at Bat to 31826 or visit dbacks.com for details. New pitcher is Tom Lane, a one-time Diamondback farmhand. Signed by the Diamondbacks, 26th-round pick back in 07. And he has done pretty good work for the Padres. It's coming up. Oh, those are new ones. They got them backwards. Inside out. The Lucha Libres. They're trying to rally the Diamondbacks here.
Whenever we can to get some rally hits. Get some runners on base.
Well, they got the right guys coming up here, 3, 4, and 5, although they have been blank tonight. Kubel, Goldschmidt, and Montero, a combined 0 for 8 with a walk. Ball to second. Boy, it's been way too easy tonight for Padre pitching. Shaz Roberts' air conditioning cool play of the game. It occurred in the first inning, and at the time it was a big play. Runner on to start the ball game. This line drive by Forsythe, and Goldschmidt robs him of an extra base hit, maybe even a run, and he tags DeNorthia out at first base for the double play. That was a heck of a play.
And you thought everything was going to go the Diamondbacks' way after that inning.
Au contraire. And tomorrow night, Ian Kennedy will try and get the ship righted. We'll be looking for win number 12 against a tough left-hander in Clayton Richard. And that's a 5:10 first pitch. 4:30 will be the pregame show.
Let's hope tomorrow we bring the lumber with us.
Yeah. New pencils too. You know, you get a crowd like this, and they want to cheer. They want to have some things to get excited about, but there just has not been anything tonight. And the Diamondbacks have only been shut out one time at home all year. And that was by, of all teams, the Colorado Rockies, June 4th. 2 outs in the 9th. This has been a tight game.
Yeah, it really has. I think this is one that you got to look back on and just put it behind you and just try to keep moving on. Can't do anything about it now. I mean, Stoltz came out, pitched well, got a couple big hits for his team.
Montero, the last man to try and keep it going. Lane's come in and done his job. Retired the first 2. And barring a comeback by the Braves on the Marlins tonight, Diamondbacks would drop a game in the standings because both the Giants and Dodgers are winning.
Well, and like we said earlier, Greg, you got to stay close enough to them. You know we're going to play them again. You just got to stay close enough to where you could try to beat those guys in head-to-head competition, try to move up.
There's a liner to left. He's got it. This one's over. And the San Diego Padres strike first in this series. They shut the Diamondbacks out at home. Only the second time the Diamondbacks have been blanked here at Chase Field all season. And Eric Stoltz was a big star. 7 shutout innings, drove in 3. Post-game show coming up next. For Luis Gonzalez and our crew here, I'm Greg Schulte. Stick around. We'll hear from some of the players and Kurt Gibson coming up.